Today we're going to look at a handful of players, three in particular, that need to really step up their games in the last half of the season to get us into another New York Six Bowl or better. You know, if things could break our way. It's been a crazy season so far, Bob.
Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
You know, but we've had a handful of players that's all really exceeded expectations.
Yeah.
I mean, Dylan Sampson, when we thought he was going to take a step forward, but man, he was good.
Yeah, he's kind of surprised me. He's looked really good. He's really pushing. I mean, honestly, I'd say he's kind of pushing right a little bit there. Right, they're a very good 1-2 combo right there.
Yeah, it's more than nothing to forget about over there. He's played well. We've got a three-headed monster back there.
Both averaging over 7 yards carry right now.
Yeah, and
Sampson and Ryan. That's
outstanding.
Yeah.
And then on defense, we've had a number of players. I mean, James Pierce is coming out, you know, looking like some kid out of Asheville or something that you might remember from a few years back, Leonard Little or something. I mean, I don't know what Leonard Little yet, but my gosh, Pierce looks dynamite.
Yeah.
And
For a true sophomore, that's
true sophomore.
Impressive.
Yeah, he really exceeded. And you know what? I don't know about exceeding expectations, but I think Tyler Bradley is finally meeting expectations. He is playing outstanding. He's played such a huge role so far this year, and this defense really looking strong.
He's put up the numbers, and if you watch him, just focus on him. He's beating his guy. He's winning reps. He's winning reps.
Oh, yes, he is. And if I haven't said one more guy who, and I had high expectations, but I believe he's exceeding them, and it's been Aaron Beasley.
Yeah, I mean, especially first few games of the year. I mean, he was lighting it up. I think he's battling a little bit of an injury, I heard. But I mean, he's playing very well, very well. Super happy with him at this point.
Yeah, but you know what? To get to where we need to be, we got to find some more guys to do those three things. So we're going to give you our three guys, and you know, if you would, in comment section, you tell us your three guys.
Yeah.
We really appreciate the comments, and then if you enjoy talking Tennessee football like we do, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join us for some more conversation.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Yeah, we do. And you know, from there, Bob, let's talk about those three guys that we think is going to have to step up. We're going to have a similar season to last year.
Well, I think the obvious number one guy is probably going to have to be Joe Milton. I mean, you know, a lot of the imperfections with his game this year has not all been him. There's been some other parts to it, whether it be offensive line or some drops at wide receiver have not been.
Yeah, maybe some routes by the wide receivers.
Right. It could even be some play calling as well.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say, but
yeah, I'll go ahead and say that I think the loss of Golish is being felt this year.
Yeah, more than I thought it would be.
More than I thought it would be too.
So, but I do think Joe needs to improve, and I think there's a lack of faith in the coaches a little bit from Joe.
I mean, not from Joe, but
I mean, yeah,
in Joe from the coach.
In Joe, yeah, that's what I meant to say. We just was not throwing the ball deep. We didn't have very many. I don't remember the exact stats. Maybe somebody can put it in the comments, or we will one. But we only had, I think it was 3 completions that went past 10 yards in the air against South Carolina. One was squirrel white, but we threw it 5 times. I think 2 of them was interceptions or something like that. It was not a good stat as far as. And then when you when you look at that, it's not looks good. It's not sustainable. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I mean, we've made a living so far off of that little wide receiver screen.
Yeah.
Like an extension of the running game, basically, for us. And, you know, we've peppered it. We've leaned on it. It's been a huge crutch.
It has.
And honestly, it probably leads us to the next guy that we need to step up. We're going to have a wide receiver, be it Thornton living up to his hype, or maybe it's going to be Caleb Webb, or maybe even Chaz Nimrod. But you know, we've got to do something because we can't go. We're not going to lean as heavy on those wide receiver screens now without Brew out there.
Yeah, I mean, you missed Brew not only as a receiver, but hey, he was a heck of a blocker, but like Jawan Jennings, and
so he's got some Jawan dog in him.
And he, I'm not sure if they can continue to lean on that. That's a little pass out the side as much.
Well, not much. That's still going to do it.
That's part of the offense.
Yeah, and it's a big part with Joe, which they wanted it to be a big part of Joe.
Yeah.
Because Joe gets it out so fast.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, If you got somebody to rock it out there, you do it. And he does a good job of getting it there accurately.
A lot of people complain about the wide receiver screens, and it's actually an excellent part in this offense.
Yeah.
But you just can't do it for 95% of your throws.
Yeah. It's an extension of the run game, basically. I mean,
And it's part of that thing. You know, we always talk about the wide splits. Well, that's part of the way you continue to get the defense to respect those. You've got to use them. So, you know, also, like you said, once again, Joe, you don't have to be Hendon Hooker,
right.
but he's got to not only elevate his game, he's got to elevate the game of the people around him.
Yeah.
One of those being either Thornton or Webb. I mean,
Whatever. But that was probably most likely candidates on that.
Yeah. There's probably going to be some others. You know, D. Williams might get a snap or two out there now.
Could.
Might see some tight end increasing their influence in the passing game. But, I mean, more likely you're talking about one of those two other guys going to have to step up.
Yeah, most likely, yeah.
Our third guy on that list would be, I think, Joe Missy.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's not played horrible, but if he can lock down that right tackle spot, I feel pretty decent about the left tackle spot. Campbell's played pretty well. If Cooper can stay healthy.
Yeah, he don't have to elevate his game. He just got to be in the game.
Yeah, that improves the center spot and probably the left guard spot just because, you know.
Well, you got at least another competition there, more competition at the left guard spot. Obviously, we're not going to, I'd like to say, well, somebody in that left guard spot needs to elevate their game, but I don't think there's much elevating going to be at that spot.
Probably not. I mean, Ollie Lane, I think he's maxed out his potential. But, you know, Carrick might be able to do something, but I think he might be able to, something that might help, might be next year. You know,
yeah, I'm not going to say that position won't get better as the year goes on. I mean, they should. Lane plays there a whole lot more, you know, and then
it could. Yeah, develops and more reps there.
But I think the biggest spot on that thing is John Missy has to improve off and on the field. I mean, I'm not saying he's been a bad guy off the field, but there's been issues with him buying in, playing right tackle.
Yeah.
There's been some minor issues off the field that he's got in trouble for with team rules and whatnot. He's got to mature a little bit in that aspect, and he's got to really buy in. His ceiling is, I think, pretty impressively to be high.
Yeah.
That right tackle spot.
Yeah, he needs to realize it and grow into that position and just buy into that right tackle spot.
Yeah, I think his level of play compared to where it could be and what it has been, he's one of the few players on the offensive line that can really elevate their game from what he's played so far.
Yeah, you know, if those three guys, if MILTON, and I'm going to say most likely Webb, but it could be Thornton as well, and Mincy improve, our offense should play much better and score more points. If that happened, our defense has played pretty well.
I think the defense has played at a potentially a championship level.
It is, except for the Florida game, it has.
Yeah, and I would really honestly throw that as much as anything on the game plan for that.
I totally agree, man. I think that game was on banks. I hate to say it, but
yeah, as well as the game did last week against South Carolina, you know, you could argue the opposite for the Florida game.
I mean, we're good against the run. We're number 2 or 1 in the country in sacks, depending on which website you go to. I think we're leading the conference, and yards per attempt are right there at it. Rushing the ball, defense. So, I mean, we're playing pretty good, and the secondary's playing well.
Yeah, comparatively speaking, I'm not going to say there's a lockdown yet back there, but they've improved.
Well, I'll tell you somebody, speaking of improved guys, and I'll eat a little bit of crow on this because I was down on him. But Wesley Walker has played pretty good this year, and I did not think he would play as well as he did. And
You take crow.
He's crow.
Yeah, a lot of people will be proud of on that defensive side of the ball. So in an odd reversal, we've been leaning on the defense while the Josh Heupel offense has been slow to get his footing.
But you know, I still have faith that they could be lights out at any moment. I mean, it's Josh Heupel's offense. I mean, it's always good.
Yeah, it's just not been consistent, and hopefully it's going to be somewhat more consistent now.
Yeah, I hope so.
We got Mace back. But anyway, guys, hope to see you in the comments and give us some your opinions. Tell us where we messed up, or better yet, tell us somebody we forgot about.
Yeah.
So, go Vols.
Go Vols.